Jetstream Aqua Massage, located in the Heritage Mall, is your answer for the relaxation you've been looking for. Our massage beds will help you with stress, anxiety, increase circulation, muscle tension, improve sleep, pain reduction, decrease muscle spasms, increase your range of motion, and help with the everyday aches and pains of life. And at only $1 per minute, we'll save you time and money. 20 minutes in one of our machines is equal to 1 hour of traditional massage. We have gift certificates available for the perfect stocking stuffers. All TENS units are on sale now, and don't forget your BioFreeze. Jetstream Aqua Massage. It's not just a massage, it's an experience.
You're listening to Driver Live from the Northwest Race Car Show, presented by Moxie Media Promotions and Jetstream Aqua Massage, live on Spreaker Radio. Another busy morning here at the Northwest Race Car Show, presented by Jetstream Aqua Massage, Moxie Media Promotions. We are over here at the Moxie booth. We've been talking to people here all weekend, and we've been really pushing the Shriners and the raffle and the money that we're raising. And it's kind of cool everything works out, because we're over here at the tower. We've got Mr. Buzz Mitchell, who is a Shriner himself, and kind of helping with this whole fundraising thing. He's donated some of his time to help man the booth and raise some funds. And
a lot of his time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the kind of cool thing about it is, too, it's, we've talked to several people who have had some involvement with Shriners, but this is the first person we've actually talked to that has been through the Shriners Hospital. And race driver Justin Evans, everybody knows Justin in the street stock division. His, can I say wife? Is that what it is? Situation? Okay, so his wife, Julia, is actually a Shriners kid who went through some surgeries when you were young. Let's kind of talk about what and why and what Shriners has done for you.
Okay. So I had severe scoliosis. I had it was 98% curvature, which I was severely crooked. I was having breathing problems from it. And obviously, for those who don't know, scoliosis is genetic, runs in your family. So all of us kids had it, unfortunately. Anyhow, when I was 18, they said you need to have surgery. So
you didn't have it until you were 18 years old?
Right, because they wanted me to finish growing.
Okay.
Because of my spine. So Dr. D'Amato is the one that did it. They were wonderful. It was a scary thing to go through. Having to sign your life away and say that, there's a high chance of being paralyzed and everything. It was scary. I was there for 9 days through the whole thing. If it weren't for them, I would have never been able to have it done. And so they helped me through the therapy process, the pain management. They were just wonderful. So I'm very
your
thankful.
Surgery was actually a pretty serious surgery. You're talking about the spine. You have the rods, the metal rods.
I have 2 rods and 16 screws.
2 rods and 16 screws actually attached to your spine to keep you from having the curvature and being able to...
I gained 2 inches after the surgery.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So, Buzz, have you had any experiences with the scoliosis up there at Portland with the Shriners?
I have not. I'm glad she brought up the 18-year-old thing, though, because the Shriners kids are good from 0 to 18, but if the treatment goes after 18, it keeps on going until they're... We were talking to one kid here yesterday that he got treated at like 29 years old.
So I didn't know that. That's interesting.
I've always thought that Shriners Hospital was Shriners Hospital for children.
That's what I think is kids that are like 8, 9, 10 years old or smaller.
So this is opening my eyes, and hopefully everybody that's listening, that it's not for just children, which for anything for children is great.
Right.
Kids are our future, but this is cool to know.
So once you're treated before you're 18, you're a Shriner patient for life.
Until you get
fixed. One way or the other.
One way or the other, yeah.
Okay, cool. See, that's something I didn't know. And
they don't just kick you out the door when you're 18 and say you're on your own.
Right. So not long ago, we attended a Shriners a meeting. Was that a board meeting? What was that?
It was just a Shrine Club meeting over here at the VFW Hall.
And, Buzz and his family were kind enough to invite us as Moxie to come in and check it out and design this, kind of come up with the victory visit. And we're going to take your husband, Justin, up there to talk with the kids and sign some autographs. And
we got to take him.
So, the Shriners deal, I guess like Warren was saying, I didn't know a lot about it just until recently, the last year or two, and still learning stuff, obviously, on the air even. But it's such an awesome organization for what they do for kids and families. Has any other your siblings gone through the Shriners deal, or was it just you?
No, it was just me.
So you talked about a couple aspects when you're talking about not just the surgery, but you talked about the pain management and the therapy. Can you give us some insight on how that works for anybody that doesn't have any experience with the Shriners?
The pain management, was that just them telling you how to deal with it, or?
Well, because of my age and because of the high dose of morphine and everything I was on, they don't send you home with that stuff because they don't want you to become addicted.
Sure.
And so mentally they prepare you and tell you how to kind of just keep your mind relaxed and off of it. And so...
Maybe you can tell me how to deal with my back.
Go to Shriners.
Yeah, I'm going.
It was hard for me because the pain was so severe. I threw up a lot. That's my body. That was my way of dealing with the pain. I'm also very stubborn, and so for the first 6 months, I had to have people sleep with me to rotate me because you can't turn. You have to keep your body in line.
Okay.
And
see?
so you really have to think about the long-term effect of it too, because it's not like you just get to go home and you're doing your daily activities. So for life, I can only lift 40 pounds. Well, obviously,
That's hard to.
I am stubborn, and
Yeah.
but I deal with pain every day because, especially cold weather, your muscles get tense and you can feel your rods. So
Sure.
it's you have a scar, things like that. You deal with, but I can do more that I was not going to be able to do if I didn't go through all that. I had to learn how to breathe again because I was so compressed. So they kind of walk you through how to do it, and they you go through some funny stuff because they make you breathe through some interesting things, but
Yeah.
it was all fun. And like I got still to this day I have a little dinosaur pillowcase that I got to pick out, and like I had clowns come and visit my room, and
Wow.
it was when I was 18 it was still fun.
That
so.
still
So
had to
that
mean a
was
lot
while
to
you were in
you.
the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, even 18, you had people come in and just kind
And
of.
actually, the nurses came in every day and they did my hair, they braided it, they curled it. It was even though I was in pain and leave me alone, they still wanted you to.
So
Oh,
this
that's
is a
so
perfect
cool.
testament as to
It
why
is.
we're doing the victory visit with the race drivers, because she made it right there talking about even at 18 years old, what you're considered an adult legally.
Right.
She's got clowns coming into her,
Right.
her room to take her mind off of the struggle and the pain. and,
Struggle and the pain.
I mean,
Like my mom, she let's see, when she became a Shrine Lady, she's made like 87 dolls so far, and 24 blankets, and then they give those to the kids up there. And another thing neat about the Shriners, everything is free. We've got to try to go through the insurance company at least once for the free stuff.
Sure.
But then we don't charge to go through the Shrine Hospital, and if we can't handle it, OHSU, Dornbeckers, we're all on the same spot on the hill. So if we accept you into our hospital and we can't handle it, you will either get shipped to Dornbeckers or OHSU,
Which
free
are
of
both
charge.
great facilities
Wow.
as well.
Right. So we're all connected in ways to help each other out. We're all under one roof, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. That's
so
awesome.
with your situation at 18, going through the surgery for the scoliosis and the rods, and you said you were there for 9 days. Now the whole process how long the whole process lasts from the time you got the surgery through all the rehab and the recovery. And
So I had a couple orientations before I went in, but basically you go in the week before and they explain everything, and then they admit you the night before your surgery. I think I had to be there by midnight the night before, and then they wake you up early in the morning, give you a pill to make you kind of knock you out so you don't know.
Sure.
But the surgery itself was 7.5 hours.
Wow.
And then, and my face was black and blue when I woke up because the position that I had to be in during surgery. So I had to stay there a little longer than expected because of bleeding, and I got down to 80 pounds because I was so sick from medication, and so I couldn't eat. And so they tried to bribe me, no medication if you don't eat. And I understand that, but mentally I was like,
No,
Sure,
no
yeah.
clowns if you
Right.
don't eat.
yeah.
Exactly.
And so I had to come back a couple of times after I was released. I didn't have a very supportive family at the time, and so I was kind of on my own with trying to line up help and things like that. And so, my sister came and got me, and I had to literally be packed in the car with pillows because to keep me positioned. Every little bump was terrible.
And that could have paralyzed you probably if you had hit something wrong, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I came back. I don't remember if I think a week, 2 weeks, and then at a month I came back just to make sure everything was good. And he says you were doing great, and so no need to come back. So
do you still do anything with the Shriners as far as checkups? I mean,
they
the
actually
rods
invited me to come speak about scoliosis and let people know that it's not a scary thing, but I was really shy, and so but I've
We'll
always
fix
talked
that.
to Justin.
Yeah, we will. We're working on that right
Yeah,
now.
buddy.
Yeah, we kind of sabotage when we get on the air.
I think you're doing great. I think
Thanks.
you should speak to those kids. I mean, what a
Well,
great story.
Justin and I have talked about that, because I'm a stay-home mom, so I have a lot of time, and I have since met a couple of young kids that have what I had, and it's scary. And
Sure.
unfortunately, my case was really bad because of the severity of it. My parents kind of neglected the idea that I needed some medical attention, and
Wow.
so it got way worse than it should have. But there's a 50-50 chance that our son has it, and so.
Well, this kid is 3 years old and he's 6'5".
Yeah.
I don't think he's got it.
He's taller than Dad.
Yeah.
So with scoliosis, I know of it, but I don't know about it.
Right.
Is it A's, B's, or C's, or is it your whole spine?
It can be your whole spine. I had an S curve, so I was curved up top and down below.
Okay.
And so it just depends. I grew really fast in high school and was really active, and that didn't help. And so basically, scoliosis is just one side of your muscles in your back is stronger than the other, and so you're constantly pulling against each other. And like for some education, for young people, it's important if you do have it to start strengthening your back muscles. That was. I didn't have a lot of knowledge when I was younger about it, and I kind of didn't take it serious because my mom kind of downplayed it. And so, but now that I fully understand it, a lot of it can be reversed, and you can keep it from curving if you just do the right steps at the
So
young
it's a
age.
muscle thing, not a bone thing.
No, it's muscle.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I thought
didn't
it was a
either.
bone
I thought it was
thing.
a bone
Me
thing.
too.
Yeah. See, I've learned a lot just in this short conversation already.
Right.
So and yeah, that's why we wanted to get you on the air and talk about this and
Sure.
what Shriners does and it's awesome organization. I know it means a lot to you, and we've
Yes.
actually had some conversations about some of that stuff when you stopped in the Jetstream Aqua Massage with Justin and Zane. And I thought when Joel comes up to me just a minute ago, he goes, "Hey, I got this awesome idea." Okay, what is it? Let's get Julia on the air. She's here, and she was a Shriners baby. I said, "Go get her." Yeah, so we
Yeah.
kind
We
of
can
sabotaged
hustle
her.
down here.
But
We talked about that a little bit yesterday.
we did a little bit.
A little
but
bit, yeah.
They at that point they'd already left. So I want to say thanks for taking your time to be here and talking about
Absolutely.
Shriners because
Absolutely.
Yeah, of
like you said, there's a lot of people out there that either don't have the knowledge or don't have the family support or the means to do it. I mean, this organization will take care of you. I mean, what they've done for you, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I just scoliosis. I've never had any experience with it, so
Right.
just learning from what I've learned about it
I
from you.
actually have pictures from before and after, and you should see the difference.
Well, it's amazing. She said she gained 2 inches. Have you seen how tall she is when
She's
she's
tall.
stands?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you, about 5'10"?
5'7".
5'7"? Well, you look like you're about 5'10". And this son of yours, I mean, Justin's like 6'40", and Zane is, how is he, 3?
4.
4. He looks like he's 7.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
kid is going to be a monster. I'm talking about you, sir.
He'll be driving here pretty quick.
No
Yeah.
kidding. No kidding.
Well, thanks,
So-
Julia, for coming
Oh,
on
you're
here
welcome.
and sharing your story. Another thing that you might kick around is maybe making a YouTube video of some sorts, because you're obviously not shy and you have a great story and
She speaks well.
and you speak well. Yes,
Thank
a
you.
lot better than I do.
Well,
And listen,
all the hospitals have an auditorium, so she could come up with like a YouTube video
that could
that they
be
can
played.
plug into the auditorium.
Yeah, help these kids
That would be really
understand it, and there's. God knows there's a lot of kids out there that don't
Well,
have
so-
support
and
from their parents today.
Right.
And you know this so well. It would be really cool for you to share
and,
that.
and the
in a-
biggest
in a
thing, too,
broader-
was no expense to the Shriners kids.
Right,
and that's
right,
what the funds that we're raising, through Buzz and our raffle prizes over here, all that, 100% of the proceeds going to Shriners to help, kids that were in a situation like yours or even worse. And I just thought,
I'll say it again. It's one of those things that we need to get money for, but we hope we never have to use it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely true.
I hate to see any kid in pain,
Absolutely.
but if he is in pain, we'll get him there.
Yep.
So
Very cool. So again, Julia, thank you for your time. Much
Thank you,
appreciated.
Julia.
And maybe it makes, as somebody out there that heard this, and maybe it makes a difference in their life. You never know.
Yep.
it's a cool deal, and your experience sharing it could mean
Just educated me.
Yeah, I learned a lot in this
Yeah.
conversation that I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
I had no idea. So again, thanks for your time, and it's always good to see
Thank
you
you.
guys here. You know, you're one of those wives at the racetrack that totally supports
Always.
Justin, and I think it's cool that when you see Justin at the racetrack, she's right